Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhosi Fan Channel. This is Sanem. Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for the numbers. Thank you for the support, the likes, comments. The interaction is so beautiful. And then you'll find those here and there now and again who wants to like kill your mood, kill your spirits. But hey, I'm not about that. Don't have any problems with self-esteem anymore. Not anymore. Not at this age. And then there are those who are sharing the videos. I appreciate you. Or even those who are negative, I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Guys, I think you know the game of chess. Those of you who know the game of chess would say that this is the most important piece. I hope you can see it. This is called a king. This piece, if it's checkmated, meaning what, it does not have any move, means the game is over. Sometimes you feel like, you know what, all your pieces around you are meaningless, or all your pieces they've taken. This guy is overpowering you, and therefore you do what? And then you do what is called, I give up, and then others say that I resign. Then you resign, you bring this down and say that, you know what, come flag, the white flag piece. But this is one of the most important pieces after the king. This is called a queen. This piece moves anywhere, anyhow. This piece. Once you, once you have, or when you still have this piece on your board, you are one of the most powerful players, and you can win a game. This piece can win you a game. Can win you a game. It can chow the opponent's pieces with so much power, because it has so much power. Then the other pieces like this, a rook or a castle, it's one of the most powerful pieces. It moves vertical or it moves horizontal from one end to another. And then you find what you call a bishop. If the bishop starts from the black end, it will move diagonally to another black end. If it starts on the white end, it's going to move diagonally to another end. It's one of the powerful pieces. And then you have this, what you call a knight. Others are calling it a horse. It moves 7 or L. One of the powerful pieces as well. And then you have this piece called a pawn. This piece. One of the most underrated piece, because why? It's limited in its power. It can only move one spot, and then if it chows on the diagonal, and it's one spot at a time. Usually you start opening with these pieces, and then the next thing you play with big pieces. But this piece can convert, once it gets to the end of the board, can convert to any other piece. Could be a rook, which is a castle. Could be a knight, which some others are calling it a knight. It can be can turn to a bishop, can turn to a castle, can turn to a queen. This piece is powerful. Why am I bringing these pieces and talking about chess? Yes, and why are you telling us about chess now? Here's the most important thing that you need to learn about what Nabi has done, or what Kaizer Chiefs have done in this season. Kaizer Chiefs have made sure that they get the right pieces in order to form a formidable, a strong team. Some would say that, but why did it take 10 years for Kaizer Chiefs to form this formidable team? What really happened with Kaizer Chiefs for them to really say, you know what, we are waking up now, we want to awaken these sleeping giants? I do not know. I will not tell you. I do not have a revelation. But what I know is the fact that they said, you know what? Enough is enough. Remember the Sundowns, Pirates, all these other teams, enough is enough. And then they tried to restructure. And then they said that, you know what? We nearly went for Santos didn't work. I don't know what's the reason why it did not work with Santos. And they said, you know what, rather we go back to that guy that whom we had started negotiating even last year. Let's swallow our pride. Let's put our tail in between our legs and go and apologize to Nabi and say that, Nabi, we realize that you made a mistake. And it's a costly mistake, a costly mistake, because we are out of top 8 and we have hit our lowest points tally ever. Scored the least goals ever in the PSL. And they went to Nabi. Nabi gathered his team and said, okay, look, I might not be there at the beginning of the preseason, as I know that you are back management on Thursday, and then now today you are back on Friday. The players are back on Friday. But this is what I can do. I can just send that queen, not like in a retail sense, but I can send that queen, which is the assistant coach that I want you to go and get for me. And guess what? That assistant coach, Kaizer Chiefs, went and found for Nabi. This is the guy who lay a groundwork for Nabi. It will not be the first time. Cruz will not lay the foundation for Nabi for the first time. You would say, but Sanele, what do you mean about that? Hey, guys, before Cruz went to FAR Rabat as the head coach, he started as the technical director, scout, and all those things. And then once their former coach before Cruz resigned for whatever reason, he left. Cruz took over the guys and he made sure that he gets the title. He wins the Moroccan, which is called Batola or something, Batola League. They won the Moroccan Premier League, so to say. And then Nabi, when he arrived, he said, you know what? Wow. I admire the work that you have done, Cruz. I have not worked with you. I mean, I don't really know you, but when I look at the groundwork that you have done, no, it's beautiful what I see, because mine was to make sure that I continue to build where you left off. I'm not going to destroy what you did, but I'm going to add on what you did. And then he took them into the next level in terms of performance, in terms of points. He took them to the next level. It's just that unfortunately they lost the league. In the last minute, they lost the league like with 1 point. But what I love about Nabi is the fact that he's humble. He's humble in a sense that he said that, Cruz, I admire your work. I see your work. Though we did not work together, but I see the amount of work that you have done, the spirit work that you have done, and I'm not going to destroy that. And now, look, I have a gig in South Africa. I have something in South Africa, a project in South Africa, in as much as I can go with the people that I know. I don't really know you, but I can say with your work that, you know what, you are really a good coach. But guess what? Who is this Cruz? This Cruz has coached so many teams out there. He has coached so many teams out there, and he has worked with young players. And some of those young players then, today, they are big names. Some of them, they're even retired. Guys like your Hazard, guys like your Dimitri Payet, guys like your Nicolas Pepe, the guy who flopped when he went to Arsenal. He worked with big names, players in their development. He helped them to develop to be the guys that you know today, just to name the few players. This guy worked with so many young players, and he's one of the scouts. So, could mean two things here. Could mean two things or even three things. That this Cruz, the first assistant coach for Nabi, it could mean two things. I'm going to talk about Kaizer Chiefs, like what he would do for Kaizer Chiefs in terms of the groundwork and what. But like, let me say this. Could mean two things. It could mean that this guy will wear 2 hats, okay, even wear 3 hats. He was a technical director, right? Meaning what? He knows the job that currently that Junior is doing. 1. 2, he's been involved with scouting, meaning what? We haven't had a scout. This guy would play the role that your Farouk Khan, your Dr. Komalos played before. He's going to be scouting for Kaizer Chiefs. It could be, I mean, this is what I'm assuming because of his expertise. Why is he not used to scout these players? Go out there and scout these players. Go out there, watch games to say that, you know what, the season is not over yet, but we can still go for that player and that other player. You can even go even in other countries to look for players. He has an eye for talent. So Kaizer Chiefs, not only did they get a proper assistant coach, for the first time they have a proper qualified assistant coach in terms of work, not in terms of qualifications. Yes, he has a UEFA Pro license, if I'm not mistaken. But let's put that aside. But in terms of, I've worked in the development, he knows the work that is done in the development. He also knows the work that is done in the senior team because he has experience and he's well traveled. So we got the best assistant coach ever for Kaizer Chiefs. Best assistant coach ever for Kaizer Chiefs. Nabi is the best coach we have had in ages in terms of his qualification. But here's the thing that you need to be careful about. I'm going to go back to Cruz. Here's something that you need to be careful about. And I don't want you to be ignorant. Will not win the league in the first season. If it does happen, because I believe in miracles, if it does happen, I'll applaud these guys. I'll applaud this technical team. I'll applaud even the management. No, let me start by uploading and commending the management. Management, you have outdone yourself. Thank you so much for finally listening to us fans when you say you want proper coaches. You have done that and we are grateful. Thank you. Now, Nabi, Cruz, and all other technical team members that Nabi would get, we're not going to put pressure on you. We're not going to put pressure on you. Do your work, but take us somewhere. This season, all that you're asking for this season, build a foundation for next season to come with a cup or come with a league. But this season, just build this team because this team is rotten. This team is dead. Players are so demotivated. Management, they are clueless most of the time. So you have us fans who stuck with this team for 10 years without winning anything. So you're still going to have us this time around supporting you. One thing we can promise you, we're not going to throw any objects at you. We're going to support you. We're going to back you because we see what the management has done and we see what you already coming with, the ideas that you are coming with. And I can tell you fans that, you know what, if we are to support these two guys, or we support the entire team, the club, in fact, in general, we're going to go far. Like this team is going to go far. It's going to start challenging for honors. Let's just give them space to do what they want. Let us be patient with them. Let us be patient with them. Let us be patient with these guys. I mean, like you look at the experience these guys are coming with. They have like they have so much experience. They have so much experience. And I love what Kaizer Chiefs have done to make sure that Nabi gets his team. So the head coach will be Nasruddin Nabi. The first assistant coach will be this Fernando de Cruz, who is so vastly experienced as well. I'm going to go through his message where he was saying his goodbyes. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece that he wrote to say his goodbye as starting his groundwork. And then the second assistant coach would be the guy named by Kali Ben Hussein, Youssef rather. And then there'll be a video analyst for the first time in our team. I don't even know if we have ever had a video analyst. I don't remember. I said this last year that big teams, they have video analysts. The people, guys, sometimes we don't admire the work of the video analyst. Sometimes we don't admire because we don't know. Our teams, the pressure that our coaches have, sometimes it's so unnecessary. Why? Because they want to do everything, and you hear that coaches don't sleep. Coaches that are breathing the ball 24/7. Guys, that's not health. When you have video analysts, when you have other people to assist you with the vision. Video analysts' work is to do what? Study your own team first. Study your own team. Watch videos of your entire team. Give a report to the senior coach with the assistant to say that Samkelo Zwane, for example, I've seen this guy watch 2 or 3 or even 5 minutes of him or even 10 minutes of him, and then this guy is good at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. His weakness is here, but I see a potential of growing here. So weaknesses, threats, all those things, opportunities, the video analyst will be analyzing those things. This is our team. How strong are we as a team? What are our strengths as a team? Where can we improve? Where can you go and look for opportunities to go and buy to make sure that this team becomes that strong team that is formidable? We have these pieces, but we are left with that other piece. Then he also does what? He studies the opponents. And say that I see Mamelodi Sundowns are good at playing tiki-taka and whatnot, but they're really not effective if you let them have the ball, because they'll run as headless chickens. What you can do is that once they enter into your half, you can hit them with the counter. And for us to hit them with the counter, let's go and get another keeper, or let's use what you have. Let us use Iterin Kun, so that we always have one speedy player or 2 wingers. People don't really check back until they come to the halfway line, because Sundowns going back, they are slow. People will be analyzing those things. People are saying that, I see Orlando Pirates, for example, they are so leather, they're so dangerous when it comes to crosses. Let us avoid crosses, because most likely this guy, Moyane, would bring in, wing in 5 crosses. And 4 of those 5 crosses, they usually land on their player. A person will be studying those things. A person will say that Sundowns or Pirates or even Moroka Swallows, they are so dangerous when they attack, because they attack through a wing, and their most strongest wing is on the right. Let us close the right. Let us overload the right. Oh, this team, their midfield is so strong. Let us put 3, because these guys are so powerful. Let us put 3 there. Or let us just change and put a defender in the middle. Like, person will be studying all those things. Video analyst. So, guys, I don't know. I'm so excited about next season. And then they have a fitness coach, a fitness trainer, Moses leaving, by the name of Safi Maji, I hope. Goalkeeper coach who's also experienced. I think Alias Mzoge. Yeah, guys, these names. But yeah, anyway, those are the 5 guys that Kaizer Chiefs are hiring. They realized last season that we should have done this. We should have just let Nabi hire his own people. We've made a mistake and we have learned from that. Okay, sharp. Now let's do the right thing. So this is where I want to warn you. Please, I beg you, please be warned. Please, I beg you, be warned. Be careful of what you are hearing out there, because some of you already now are doubting the fact that we have signed Nabi. And yeah, former players, former coaches, they are just a nuisance at times. Like, they talk rubbish at times, and this is where we need to be careful and protect what you have now. Let us not allow enemies to come within the camp now and then start attacking even a person who hasn't even started. Mushin Etukral, one of my former favorite coaches, came back, already is attacking this appointment of Nabi. Why did Kaizer Chiefs go for Nabi? Why didn't they go for Peter Musiman? Why would they go for a foreign coach to coach South Africa when they have a local coach? I think he forgets that he's also a foreigner. Not me being racist, but he's also a foreigner who was given a chance, whom we knew nothing about before coming to Kaizer Chiefs. We really knew nothing, like close to zilch. Some would say he coached Ajax and whatnot, but he did not win in other places. So I'm saying to you that we need to be careful of who we listen to. Because why would you attack a coach whom you don't know, a coach whom you hasn't even arrived in South Africa, and then already you're attacking him? Why didn't you go for Pete? Do you even know that they had chats or negotiations with Pete? Do you even know how much Pito is in terms of salary and his team? Do you even know? Hey, yeah, then you hear Paul saying that, hey, Kaizer Chiefs, they are so late to hire the coach and whatnot. And some of you went to like and whatnot. Guys, what can you do if the coach that you want is still attached to his team? And you know what he has done to show that he's clever? He says, okay, you know what? Let me send you as my foreman, my forerunner rather. Let me send you as my forerunner, Cruz. Go there and lay the ground for me. And Cruz is the right guy to do that because he has done it before. For Nabi, he has laid the ground for Nabi before, and he has coached even the development teams, and then he went to coach a senior team. And he has done it. He knows how to combine players. So by the time Nabi comes, already half of the job, if not quarter of the job, would be already done because this guy will give him like a strong report to say that this is what I've done, this is what I've worked on, and then these are the things that you need to watch for, and then these are the opportunities that we need to take and whatnot. Guys, it's not lost the fact that this coach is not here yet. There is a guy that he has put in place and that he trusts that he wants to work with. Let us support Nabi before, because already now people are out for his throat already. Let us support him. Let us support him. That's my ask for you today. Let us support these guys. We're not going to get the results instantly. If it does happen, we become the Leicester City. Like, guys, thank God. But let us at least admire and be realistic. Let's first be realistic of the fact that we are coming from position 10. Let us be realistic. We are coming from position 10 and we had our lowest points and lowest position and lowest goals and most goals considered. We've broken all the records. Let us be mindful of that going next season. I'm not saying let us assert mediocre, but I'm saying let us be careful not to put unnecessary pressure and even fail to see the beautiful work that these guys will do next season. Guys, I'm out. Give me your thoughts. All I wanted to speak about was to say, let us just calm down. And to say, let us admire the work that is done already by Nabi by sending someone ahead of him, because he realized that time is not on his side. Guys, let's support Kaizer Chiefs. Let's support the players. Let's support the management. Let's support the technical team. I'm out. FC Amakhosi Fan Channel. Love you. Cheers.